talking with Jerry.
Well, we got Ovation Eddie with us. Ovation Eddie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Woo! I'm doing awesome, dude.
All right.
And you were about the second person I ever interviewed. Second or third?
That interview we did was only your second one?
Second or third, yeah.
Wow. I knew you when. How about that?
Yeah, right. You know who my very first one was with?
Was it Trump Fan Network?
Yep. Trump Fan JP.
Awesome.
Right?
I was like, we were talking about him a bit in my interview. Yep.
And then we did a roundtable later with you, him, and Josh, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah, you're right. We did do a roundtable.
It was called Banned on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
We talked about how all you guys had the same kind of similar thing happening around the same time from YouTube, where you actually lost your channel with what, like 40,000 subscribers?
Yeah, 42,500 to be exact. Yep.
And so, describe your channel and how did you lose it? I mean, that really sucked. And I think your channel is very wholesome. I think it's fun. It just covers politics, and they took it away from you because it was getting big. But tell me your story. What's your all about?
So, Ovation Eddie, it was originally just a channel with some of my music on it. I play an Ovation guitar. Name's Eddie. That's where the name came from, and that was about it. And after the election, I threw a Mad Owl meltdown video together just for fun, and I had some Batman clips in there and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, I only put it together because I wanted someday to tell my family members, when 2020 came around and they were talking about the polls, I could say, hey, remember the polls back in 2016 when this happened? And it had all those bad calls on the polls, and well, it just kind of went nuts one day. And I mean, like I said, I just uploaded it for my family to share with them, and I wasn't really, trying to go viral or anything crazy like that, but it went haywire. And my boys were in high school at the time, and they were like, Dad, you need to monetize that. And I'm like, no, whatever. And all of a sudden, it just kept going. It had 100,000 views, 200,000, and now it's starting to push like 700, 800,000. I'm like, maybe you guys are right. So I went ahead and looked into monetizing it and did that. And this thing just kept taking off. And it got up to 5 million views. And it was, if you did a search at that time, back in like 2017, 18, somewhere in there, and you typed like Mad Owl Meltdown, Election Night Meltdown, it would show up in like the top 5 or so. So it was going strong. And then bam, I got hit with a copyright from MSNBC. And and they just took it down, and I tried to challenge it, and they said no, and then that was the end of that. So I thought, well, while that was going strong, I started making some other parody videos because I thought all these people were subscribing to me, and all I had was this video and a bunch of music. So I started making other videos, and that's where it took off as a channel and became a parody site where I use clips from movies, TV shows, whatever. And that was about as far as I would go with making a video maybe every few days or something like that. But anyway, it was going strong, and I re-uploaded that video again, but put in more parody pieces to it, hoping that would make it more in line with the. I'm hearing some noise in the background. Is that me or is that you?
Yeah, I think it's Josh. It sounds like it's Josh.
Another interesting confrontation. This could be spicy.
And I wanted to put more parodies in there, thinking that would help with the copyright, because that is a fair use thing. If you use parodies and satire, and lessen the length of the clips that had news footage and so forth. And that video took off also, got up to about 1 million or so. But the problem was I had other videos that Fox News got notified about, and they gave me strikes, and I got copyright strikes, bam, 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 in a week. And I got 3 of them, and that was the end of that. It shut me completely down. I had 42,000, subscribers. After the first strike, I told everyone, hey, you better jump to Ovation Eddie 2, at least subscribe to it. I don't know what's going on here. But it was definitely, these notifications said they were Fox News. And, man, that was a huge bummer to lose all those subscribers with the channel shutting down.
Yeah, that's that really sucked. And I talked to you and also JP from the Trump Fan Network, who had a similar thing happen with I think 200,000 subscribers. Right?
Oh yeah, he was way up there, and he had the same thing. He got, I think they were Fox News too. He got copyright strikes. So there was something going on where there was some viewers that did not like us making parodies of the left the way we were, and there was someone from the left that had some kind of pull, and they got on Fox to not just block our videos, but to give us strikes, because you can block videos. I get them blocked often. And it doesn't give you a strike automatically. But when they go so far as to give you a strike, they are trying to take you down then.
Yeah.
All right, let's change the subject.
And for things that, I mean, you transform videos big time. You're not like just taking the same stuff and posting it up with like a couple little pauses where you say something. You're really changing the content to be yours. Describe your channel. Describe a typical video that you would put up.
Well, like a typical video. So, for example, the one I put up yesterday, Biden was speaking with the foreign leaders, a couple days ago, and he starts talking about let my wife come home.
Yeah, I saw that with the Navajo Nation, I think.
Yeah, Navajo Nation, and he's talking, and it's just silence on the other side. I think the foreign leaders weren't sure what this 1950s humor was he was trying to use or whatever he was doing. I don't know what he was doing, but. So what I did is, as he was saying that, I was showing clips of, when on Dumb and Dumber, when he says, so you're saying I have a chance. Well, right before he says that, he has that long pause with his mouth open. So I was using clips of just his mouth open, kind of like waiting to figure out what he was talking about. So I tried to use elements from Hollywood, their own leftist actors and characters, Star Trek, whoever, and use their faces to kind of make my commentary. So instead of me just talking and saying, look at this stupid thing Biden said, I'm using Jim Carrey to make a face at, how stupid it is that he's saying that. So that's kind of what I try to do. That's what makes it fun for me. I get to use my creative juices to use different movies and TV shows and so forth. Whether it's Baby Yoda drinking out of the coffee cup, making kind of the space. Try to use, if I can use stuff that's come out more frequently recently, that's fun to do too. I think the one I uploaded today had Democratic chairman kept smacking the hammer on the gavel, trying to interrupt one of the GOP guys, and I mixed in the "Stop the hammering" from Lawrence O'Donnell. When he melted down. And but just kind of, I try to do that. You're right. I try not to just simply upload news, because you can get that anywhere, right? I want to give it. I want to educate and entertain. That's what I always say are the two goals I have with my videos. And I think that helps make it a little more palatable for people. They tell me that all the time. I couldn't sit through CNN except when I watch your videos, because you're, making fun of them through the whole thing. Otherwise, they said I couldn't tolerate Don Lennon or whoever else I'm doing satire on.
And I know you've got your guitar, and I don't want you to go into the full song, but maybe could you play a couple lyrics of that Crazy Cat song?
Okay, yeah.
I love that, man. That is my favorite that you do. I love it.
So it's a song by Reliant K is the name of the band, and it's called Cat. And I use the cat from whenever there's hypocrisy going on, hypocrisy, I'll use the cat to go, oh. And he's from the Shrek, Puss in Boots, I think is his name. And so I use him, and then I use this song just as like an intro or outro to the video. So who's that crazy cat? He's looking in the corner with the long green eyes. Who's that crazy cat? And all he can say is boo. What?
Kim said she didn't get
I love it. Ovation, what say you?
She just told me you're beautiful.
Fan of Ovation, so what do you got to ask her?
Yeah.
I am the biggest Ovation Eddie fan. I just love watching all your videos. I just heard from her.
I'm like,
one of the first probably to share those videos, because they're always so funny. And I hope everybody will go over to your YouTube channel and watch those videos, because they're hilarious. And I just want to say I appreciate that you put out humor in a time when it's just so insane that we have to laugh or we're going to cry.
Oh, I know. I love what you just said. That's something I always feel some days. That, man, if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. And I had a lot of people kind of, especially after the election, they were all really down. It was hard. There was some days it was like, oh, what am I going to do that's even funny? I mean, I don't even myself feel like laughing, but I feel like people kind of kind of look for me to kind of give them something to, at least not be bummed about, for the day. And people would tell me, thanks for putting stuff out because, I'm really depressed or whatever. So I do appreciate you saying that because that is a goal of mine. I do want to encourage people too. And you're right. There's so much negativity. We could just sit and complain all day long, and rightly so with what's going on in this country. But sometimes we just need some levity, and we just need to, we need to laugh. There's some pretty stupid stuff the left does that we can have some fun laughing at along the way too.
Plenty of ammunition there.
Plenty.
But that's what you do, Ovation Eddie. You just kind of help to raise the vibration of the nation, and that's exactly what we need to do. So please keep doing that because it is greatly appreciated and it reaches so far, and you're really helping to, elevate us in a moment when we could all get down. So thank you so much for leading the charge for us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for those kind words. That does mean a lot to me.
I agree with everything she just said too.
And I was not aware of how talented you are with that guitar of yours.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, that's where the Ovation Eddie name comes from. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been playing since I was, I think 14, something like that. So I've been playing a long time.
Well, it shows. It really does. You're very, very good. I could just listen to you. And if you don't mind, I mean, could he right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to play some stuff in the second hour. I don't know. It's up to you, Ovation Eddie. You're welcome to take over the show, man.
Nothing like coming in and taking over a show.
No, you're welcome to, man. You're like a real high honor to have with us. I've been watching your videos for years as well, and I really enjoy them, and they're always fun. So, yeah, it's up to you, man. If you want to play some music. Otherwise, I'm going to bring up how Biden's climate requirements cut 90% of red meat from diet. Americans can only eat one burger per month.
He's so crazy.
Are
you down for that? Does that sound good?
That sounds like a good conversation for sure. But yeah, I can do a song. How about like Tom Petty?
Please
go for it. Yeah,
I feel like this song's kind of appropriate because, and that's just not me, but all of us that are on the conservative end of things and trying to support free speech, and we continue getting clamped down by the left and all the forces that are going on. So I thought I Won't Back Down might be a good one to sing in honor of.
Sounds awesome.
In honor of censorship sucking, right? Well, I won't back down. Oh, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. So I stand my ground, won't be turned around, and I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one life in a world that keeps on pushing me around. Oh, stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Woo!
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I was singing along with you. That was awesome.
That sure was, man. And that's what happens when you come between an American and their hamburgers.
That's
on a
right.
Sunday afternoon, you know?
That's right. We won't back down.
We will not
And-
back down.
What, you want me to eat chicken? Or are you going to come up with some mutation out of some laboratory
Right?
and expect me to eat that? No.
As long as it's not out of the Wuhan laboratory, right?
Well, that's next, right? So, yeah, it's a hard knock life out there, man. We're getting down to our last kind of few minutes here, and I want to dial in on Ovation Eddie because he is our special guest tonight. He is a YouTuber who has been out there for a number of years putting out really good content that I love. He's a big fan of pretty much everybody here on the show. And so, Ovation Eddie, where can people find you?
Yeah, so obviously my YouTube channel is a good place to start. If you just do a search for Ovation Eddie 2 and 3 will come up. Ovation Eddie 2 is where all my videos are, and I do a daily upload. And then on Ovation Eddie 3 is my backup channel, and because I had I have about 1,000 subs on there now, and I have about a little over 5,000 on my primary account. So I think that's a pretty good ratio to have 1/5 on a backup channel, and I wanted to reward them. So I've been uploading music on there. So, during these lockdowns, a lot of us were home, working from home, and a few of my neighbors and I would get together and just jam out in the front lawn at lunchtime. And so we started recording them, and I was uploading them to this Ovation 83 backup channel. So if you want to see some of the music, that's where I put the music. Sometimes I'll use my songs in some of my videos on Ovation 82, like portions of them, maybe as an outro or as a background to the video. But on Ovation 83, it's the raw version where we're just sitting out there doing it. So,
and you're talking about making Ovation Eddie 4 so that you don't have to if Ovation Eddie 2 ever gets snagged, you can go make 4. Now, are you YouTube forever? Have you seen JoshUTV.com? We got to get people moved over there. So I highly want you to check that out.
Yes, and I did set up an account on there. I remember I had some trouble uploading thumbnails. I meant to ask Jeff.
I'll tell you what, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that offline. But
during the break, we got to go to commercial here in a second, folks.
Okay.
This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We're on every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I am your host, Censorship Sucks. You can find me at minds.com/censorshipsuck. You can find my co-host Josh Hu by just simply going to any search engine and put in the words Josh Hu. And Yotivation Nation, of course, is over on Minds front and center. When we come back, we're going to talk about how Josh had to fight in a field in Nebraska to keep Josh Hu domains. And then we're going to hear some music from Ovation Eddie. We'll be right back after this.
All right, let's take a short break. Okay, we're back.
Welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. It is Sunday night, so we are going to hang out and talk about the news, talk about what's going on, bring on interesting guests like we've got tonight. Ovation Eddie, how are you, my friend?
doing fantastic.
All right, man. You want to dive in and do a song for us?
You bet. Let's do
All right,
a little Doobie for Others. Down around the corner, half a mile from here, see them long trains run, and you watch them disappear without love. Where would you be now? Without love. You know I saw Miss Lucy down along the tracks. Lost your home and a family, and she won't be coming back without love. Where would you be now? Na, na, na. Without love. Well, the Illinois is central, in the southern central break. Well, keep on pushing, mama, cause you know they're running late without love. would you be right now, 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 now? Without love, oh, well, the questions keep on turning, and the wheels go round and round, and the steel rails are really cold and hard, and the miles they go down. Without love, where would you be right now, 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 now? Without love, ooh, where would you be now? You got to do it, you gotta move it on, gotta move it on. The long train running, you got to keep on moving, got to move it on,
Ooh,
Safe.
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it.
All right, Little Doobie Brothers for a Sunday night.
Nice. Woo.
I'm gonna have you on one of my live streams on the regular live stream we do, because Skype is it's doing so horrible to the audio.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. I know it's Skype. I know it's the audio processor in Skype. But so we're gonna have you on my live stream. We could do it sometime this week. It could be tomorrow if you want. But yeah, it's everyone's gonna really get to hear it great, and it's gonna sound super, super awesome, though.
Folks, we've got to go to break. When we come back, we're gonna. I got a really funny story for us. We'll talk about, and then we're gonna go check out Willie's Worm Farm. And I'm gonna warn you right now, Ovation Eddie. Willie is a big fan of yours. He's a borderline obsessed. So. He's probably gonna like really get all up in your grill, and I don't know, man. It'll be fun. We'll be right back after this short break.
Excuse me. Yeah, we're talking this way.
So tonight we've got our usual gang, but we've also got a very special guest named Ovation Eddie, who runs a YouTube channel that has how many? What do you got? Like 5,000 subs now?
Yeah, a little over 5,000. I know. I should be happy with that, right? But it's all
Well,
relative.
no, that's a fantastic thing. Yeah, no, you used to have 50,000, then you got censored, and so that's why you're on the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show, because I like to highlight people like my good friend Ovation Eddie here, who lost, a channel with 50,000 subscribers for doing really. I don't see anything wrong with what you did.
No. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I do appreciate you having me on here. Besides the fact you guys are a blast, it is good to just get the word out that YouTube is definitely, suppressing conservative content. There's no doubt about it. I've got the analytics to prove it and the experience to prove it. So
Yeah. And what you post is PG-13. You do it within the realm of basically adding content to a creation. Yes, you're taking original work, but you're adding your originality to it. So you're making it your own. And
that's right.
By every measure, you do that.
Yes, I lean on the fair use portion. Yep, as my reason for being able to do it.
Love it. I do. Yeah. I love it. I love it. It's a talent too. It is an art. It is an art to be able to master fair use.
All right, you want to do a little song here then?
Yeah, please.
Here we go.
Thank you, Johnny B. You rock.
Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. future. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly right through the revolution. Feed the babies who don't have enough to eat. Shoe the children with no shoes on their feet. House of people living in the streets. Oh, there's a solution. I wanna fly like an eagle to see. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly high through the revolution. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
How doggy. Hey,
That is
hey,
fantastic.
y'all look at him. Hey, he's gonna be playing live at our Wormapalooza come up in July, man. Hey, we're gonna have Sick of the Lies and Kate the Great. And we're gonna have Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley's gonna be there too, man. Hey, yeah.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me add that? Do 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 do.
Really, there's a bit of a controversy that people are saying it's free to get in, but you're going to charge $20 to leave.
Yeah, well, hey,
Yeah.
Let's hear some music.
All right, let's do it.
I like it.
Sitting in the morning sun,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I watch them roll away again. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. In my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay. I've got nothing to live for. Feels like nothing going to my way. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything just remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Ooh, here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I've roamed, late to stop my home. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Do, 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 do,
Woohoo!
Beautiful.
Oh, you are just
Fantastic.
right.
That was so amazing, man.
Beautiful.
Enjoy
And
that.
again, folks, this is Ovation Eddie. If you go to YouTube and just search for Ovation Eddie, OVATIONEDDIE, you will find my man, Ovation Eddie. Your official channel is 2, Ovation
That's
Eddie
right.
2, but Ovation Eddie 3 is where you get the music and all that, if that's
right.
what you're
That's
into.
right. Ovation Eddie 3 is where you get the music, and now that I'm at 1,000 subs, I can do live streaming on there. So I'm going to be doing a little of that on there this summer. I think that's going to be fun.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Dial it
deal.
in.
Good
I'll get
deal.
some Neil Young
So
on that channel too.
But anyway, we got to go to break, man. It's time for a commercial. Make that money, rain. You got to rain down that money for Ovation Eddie, the rock star. So
Woohoo.
we'll be right back after this short break.
Bye, y'all.
All right, we got 1 minute left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point everyone over to a couple places. One is Ovation Eddie, our special guest tonight. Ovation, we have mad respect for you in this room. Honestly, everybody here, I think we proved it tonight beyond a doubt. We love you. We love your channel. We love what you're doing. And so go to Ovation Eddie 2 on YouTube and find him. Go to Ovation Eddie on minds.com. Find him there, more importantly. And just mad love to you, man. It's been awesome having you here, and we can't wait to have you back.
I've had a great time, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes.
You're
This was
gonna-
an awesome episode.
And you're going to do Wormapalooza, right?
Wormapalooza, I'm in.
Can you play us out?
Well, we got about 10 seconds left. So,
Aw. Well, on the after show, I'm gonna stay
the
live.
fastest-
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna stay
fastest
live.
2
And
hours
Mark's
of
gonna be
radio.
live too on the after show. So stick around,
the
guys.
fastest 2 hours of radio, and we're going to check out right now.
Celia?
What kind of sick, twisted creep are you?
Oh,